So once again, just something new. It's a little guy, but I like it. And in it, I'm smoking a blend that I picked up from DirtyBoots, because on Sunday, it's Tuesday now, on Sunday we met up in Kiev, so that was awesome. Hey there, YouTube Pipe community. Good to see you. You're joining me today on the bench out in front of my apartment. That's my apartment behind me. I just got back this morning from a little getaway that my wife and I took for a few days to celebrate our 10th anniversary. Can't believe it's been 10 years. Kind of makes me feel old. Anyways. It was a special one for us. The little neighbor boy's out here talking to me. Décidez pas. It's Pavlik, my neighbor. Скажи привет. He says hello. Anyways. What was I saying? Yeah. So I'll probably I was hoping to do a video or two from our vacation. I did take one and it was pretty awesome, but I think it'll be a very quick, like 1-2 minute standalone video. So keep an eye out for that. It's sort of in line with some of my more extreme videos. You know, I keep trying to up the ante because I can't let Bremen Pipe Smoker outdo me with sort of the extreme videos. Anyways. I was out here just preparing for my sermon this week, which sort of brings me to another topic. I was thinking, someone gave me a great idea a while back to do some videos, maybe like a biblical series or something like that, and it was a great idea. And you know, sometimes when someone gives you a great idea, you're like, that is a good idea, too bad it wasn't mine, you know, and then you won't do it just because it was, not because it was a bad idea, but because it was somebody else's idea. Anyways, so I have a little bit of that going on, and a little bit of, I wasn't sure how to do it, and I wanted to do it well, and didn't really have the time to do it well. But I do write out my sermons, so I don't just take notes. It's like word for word written out. They're like 99% all in Ukrainian, so it might be a little work of gathering my thoughts and doing it in English, but I do sort of have the material to work off if I do sort of like a sermon series, not necessarily not exactly the idea I was thinking of, but it's something that I can do that I think it might be interesting. So that'll be coming up. This week I'll be preaching on, I do a series on our church's liturgy, the form of our worship service. I'm a Reformed minister, so we use a liturgy with a lot of calls to worship and communal responses. So the priest or the person leading the service will, say a prayer, and then the faithful will answer. Or anyways, if you're familiar with something like that, then you know what I'm talking about. And I do a series on our liturgy because the liturgies are just beautiful, and they've been worked out and well thought over over hundreds and even thousands of years. But the problem with them is that they've been worked out and beautifully written by other people, and it's always so easy just to repeat someone else's words and not actually enter into that worship. So it's important for us as a church to understand what we're saying and to know it and to think about it and to have that become our worship. Otherwise, it's just empty. So I'm working on something. There's a part of the traditional worship service called Sursum Corna. I think I'm saying that right. And typically it's before, it's a prayer before communion where the priest will say, Lord be with you, and the faithful say, and with your spirit, and then he'll say, lift up your hearts, and we'll respond by saying, we lift them to the Lord, and then it continues on, and there's more to it. But anyways, that's a little something I'm working on right now. Again, not really the topic of this video. It's really windy and my pipe's talking too much. I think I'm actually out, but this is more about the topic of our video. Check out this pipe. You haven't seen this one yet, I don't think. This little dinky guy. Check it out. This is a really deep rustification. It's a clay pipe. For those of you who are in the know, that's like the national sign emblem of Ukraine. It's called Trizub, like 3 teeth, or it's like a trident. You translate it that way. Pretty neat little guy. And anyways, yeah, Constantine, DirtyBoots on YouTube. Shout out. He has a video about, and he talks about from time to time about Ukrainian clay pipes. And this would be maybe an example. It's more of a touristy type of example of one. But the ones I've seen they're not sold they're sold without a stem. And then typically you put, I think, like a reed stem, and then they're just sort of, exchangeable. But I fitted this one out with a Missouri meerschaum bit, and there you go. It's good for about 15 minutes. It's a little guy, but I like it. And in it, I'm smoking a blend that I picked up from DirtyBoots, because on Sunday, it's Tuesday now, on Sunday we met up in Kiev, so that was awesome. And I think it'll be part 2 of this video because this one's already like 8 minutes long. So in fact, let me repack a new pipe. So this pipe may be small and the mechanics aren't exactly great because it's drilled. You got the draft hole, and then you got a separate one just going straight down into it, and it's quite large, and the tobacco can get clogged up. I think it should be better if I put like a little filter, like a little wire mesh filter down there at the bottom of the bowl. But if you're careful with it, it works just fine. And it's a thick clay, so I mean the problem with sort of the British or American style clay pipes is that they're so dang thin that they just get so hot you can't touch them. And this one's really thick, and the bowl's just up here at the top, so never have a problem with it getting too hot. And you can just smoke one right after the other. So if you're not up for just a short 15-minute smoke, then you can just have a bowl, and then when you're done, light up the next one. There we go. Okay. So, in it, I am smoking a blend that Constantine gave me. DirtyBoots Maduro Kake. This is a cake that he made, pressed it. It's a mix of a few English blends. Squadron Leader. He listed 2 or 3 other ones with some cigar leaf added. Now, I've tried a couple cigar leaf blends, Cornel Deal ones, I think. Didn't like them, and I'm not particularly a fan of English blends either. Maybe in the fall or winter at nighttime, I'll have an English blend from time to time, but not very often. And if I have one, it'll normally hold me over for at least a few weeks. But this is pretty tasty. I can enjoy this for about 20 minutes and really enjoy it for what it is. It's really tasty. I'm not getting a strong cigar leaf out of it, but it does do something to the Englishes. As I say, I'm not very experienced with the Englishes, so I won't bother doing a review and making a complete fool of myself. Although I'm fine doing that from time to time. Anyways, so we met up in Kiev. We just both happened to be in town. It was a really short meetup because I flew in the morning. After lunch I had a train out, and he wasn't feeling too well, but we met up at the train station. Had a quick lunch. He didn't even eat. Just had some coffee, and then we had like 25 minutes outside where we shared a quick smoke. And that was about it. And then he walked me to the train, and we said our goodbyes. But it was really awesome to actually meet up. It's always great to meet up with someone in the YTPC. Along with this blend that he gave me one I'm really excited to try. And if you're on Instagram, you gotta follow DirtyBoots. He's on there as DirtyBoots, or DirtyBoots Piper, I'm not sure. And he just posted a picture yesterday or the day before of this blend, of how he made it, according to a recipe. This is his own homegrown Virginia blend, and it was in like a rope. Maybe I'll take it out of the package if I can get it out. This is a tiny baggie. Okay, see if you can. Is that focusing? Okay. So this is a straight Virginia. I think he said he might have added a couple of drops of some rum or something like that, some alcohol. But yeah, try to find him on Instagram. He has got a cool picture of this blend. I'm afraid to sort of mess up the story of how it's made, but basically you take the cured leaves and you roll them up into a sausage. So before cutting them, you roll them into like a sausage. You steam them over steaming water, get them nice and wet, and then you roll them up into this sausage, and then you wrap it in sort of like what do you call that? Like sort of like a cheesecloth, you know? And then you twist it and get that moisture out, and apply as much pressure as you can, and then leave it in a heated space, like very hot. I think he said he put it on his radiator for a couple of weeks. And anyways, it turns out like that. I haven't tried it yet. Really looking forward to it. He said he was pleasantly surprised with the results, considering it was, his first time and didn't really know exactly what he was doing. So awesome. And besides that, he sent me a box of matches from the Czech Republic, which are the best pipe smoking matches I found. I found them when I was in Czech last winter. So now I got a fresh box. So sweet. He knew I liked these. So I was happy to see that he brought those for me. He also brought a Czech tobacco that he mentioned in a video or two. So once again, just something new. He said not to get my hopes up with. It's just a very traditional Czech over-the-counter blend, sort of your old codger blend. I think it's probably a burley. I even forget now. But yeah, looking forward to trying that one. And he made a few comments on it, sort of like a review or first impressions or something like that. So I'm looking forward to trying it out and comparing notes and see what we think. And also, oops, I'm dropping my stuff here. A Gowith and Hogart SR Twist. I think that's the sweet rum twist. I have very, very little to no experience with Gowith and Hogart blends. I've had Samuel Gowith's Squadron Leader, which I like. I think I've tried another one, and I don't like the Lakeland Essence. But yeah, so I've had Squadron Leader and maybe one other. Oh, Kendall. No. What is that? 1792. Oh, I forget the name of it. That's the other blend I tried. It's the one in a yellow, bright yellow case, and it's got a year, the founding year of Samuel Gowith, I think. 1742. Is that it? Really didn't like that blend. Tried it a few bowls, and then I set it aside. Tried it again a few months later. Same thing, and it's in my cellar now. But we'll see. We'll see about this one. I'm anxious to try it. It's another twist. So I got 2 twists out of them. Sort of a rope and a twist, and a flake. Some good stuff. Some good stuff. So yeah. Maybe I'll even throw in a couple 2-second teaser clip of probably what will be my next video, which will be one I've wanted to do for ages, and I should have put out like 6 months ago, of all the tobaccos I got when I was in Germany. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Be well, and as always, love truly. Hey Eve, you want to say hi to the pipe community?
Hi, pipe community.
All right, guys.